All right, everybody. I'm now out on a 2021 Harley Panamerica, which a lot of people thought I would never be on a Panamerica, or, well, a Harley, I guess. Panamerica, yes, but not a Harley in general. Initial thoughts when I first bought it, it doesn't feel that heavy. Yes, I know it's a 500-pound motorcycle, but you also have to understand, I was used to a KLR anyway. You ride it like an adventure bike or a dirt bike. I don't know. I mean, it's just a really good motorcycle. And I said it on the podcast, and I'll say it here now. This Panamerica is the best motorcycle I have ever owned. Oh, not to mention, did I tell you guys that it had cruise control? So, I mean, I can literally go down the road, hands on the tank, and I'm going to trigger the masses with my no-handedness. But anyway, so it's throttle by wire. And let me say this, first off, okay? If you're used to riding a dirt bike or a enduro dual sport, this is not a dual sport. This is an adventure touring motorcycle. They took it out to the Mojave Desert. They went on the rocks. They went on the, went to Okra or whatever it's called, some zombie camp apocalypse thing. But anyway, so they went out there and rode it around in the dirt, went over jumps, and you can see countless numbers of videos out there on it and reviews and all that shit. The difference is the fact that I'm actually sitting on one I purchased, and this is my fucking motorcycle. So, they can ride them for 2 days or whatever else. I've had mine. This is basically a week and a day. I've got 764 miles on it, and this thing is a fucking blast to ride. I mean, I did 360 miles basically. It's a couple miles off. 360 miles yesterday, and I'm back on it again. Going to put another 200 or 300 on it today. The seating is good, but the material that the seat is made out of course, causes swamp ass. When you're on an adventure bike, are you supposed to stand up? Yeah, you're supposed to stand up when you're off-road, but the touring aspect of it, your balls have to breathe. Of course, I can do the whole side saddle split leg, whatever else thing, to make sure that, I'm free and clear of all that is sweaty and musky. I don't have any issues with with my butt really going numb. So we've been running 65 miles an hour right now, 60 miles an hour. I'm in 5th gear. I'm not even in 6th gear yet. And it's at $4,000, which is where it loves to live. People have had concerns on gas mileage, what the fuel economy is going to be, how everything's going to operate and work and do, and whatever else. So right there, I'm 65 at 3,800 RPM or so, something like that. I can tell you, if you keep it below 4,200, now I've got 770 miles on it. I've done the whole keeping it below $6,000 thing. But as long as you keep it 4,200 and 3,000 to 4,200 range. Yesterday while I was out riding, I got 50 miles to the gallon out of this thing, which I've got the exhaust. You don't have to tune it when you put the exhaust on. It actually says that on the Harley website for you motherfuckers who are goddamn fact checkers. I'll tell you, I was a skeptic. but this motherfucker is everything that you would possibly want in a adventure touring motorcycle. You know, you've got the Harley guys are like, oh my god, it's got a lot of plastic on it. Well, guess what? Plastic breaks and it's cheap to fix. You know, take your fucking road glide or your street glide out, off-road it and crash it and see how much it costs. Hell, even lay the damn thing over and see how much it costs to replace a fucking chrome primary cover. I cannot explain. I'm almost speechless at how well this damn motorcycle is made, built, and how it makes me feel when I ride it. It's effortless to ride, to drive, and it handles good. Here, let's let you hear the exhaust. It's a slingshot, Tony. Hey! I can tell you that this bike with the factory regular Scorcher adventure, whatever it is, the street adventure tire, it does well as far as going. You wouldn't want to go through loamy crap because it's still not a knobby tire. Now, if I go through and I put a knobby tire on this thing, guess what? This thing's going to be great. Absolutely perfect. Because this thing's capable in loamy stuff. You just can't. It's not a dirt bike. And with me sitting here talking with my hands, what you don't have with this bike is, I know on an Africa Twin, you get a whole lot of updraft. I don't have any air in my face right now coming up through the bottom of my helmet. I could actually run without a chin curtain on my helmet and I wouldn't have any, you know, wind noise or anything like that. I can feel a little bit of air coming right here, but not much. I can feel air right on the outsides of my shoulders, but the factory windshield does a really good job of mitigating the wind. If you take all the positives from a BMW and a KTM and a Super Tenere, and you take out, if you just take all those positives out of all those motorcycles and you put them into one bike, you have the Panamerica. God, I feel dumb. I never thought I would say this about this damn motorcycle. I never thought it would be this bike. I never thought it would be this good. If you ride this motorcycle, you'll buy it. Alright, so here is my 2021 Panamerica Special. I did put on the Daymaker auxiliary lights. The installation for the wiring was a pain in the butt. I ended up having to remove the tank, whatever, plastic. Had to remove the tank. You have to take off the air box in order to route the wires. If you just want the wires on the outside, you can do that too. And then it's already pre-wired in the back for the accessory, in the accessory plug. I put the Screaming Eagle Street Cannon, whatever. It does save quite a bit of weight on the back. Takes off the underslung muffler that's underneath there, and just puts a little mid pipe in, whatever. Then I added this exhaust shield, and I added the aftermarket skid plate, or the the Harley skid plate for it, the upgraded skid plate. But other than that, this thing's awesome. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for my overview of my 1250S Panamerica Special. Tune in to the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast. That is 5, F-I-V-E, Dirty Bikers, D-I-R-T-Y-B-I-K-E-R-S. You know how to spell it. So anyway, folks, I appreciate you for tuning in, hanging out, watching the video. Y'all ride safe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.